initially said she's taking special leave and then ran to the court to try to defend the inevitable, which is her arrest. And so it comes from a lot of pressure from us as opposition parties in Parliament, and we're happy that she resigned. She wasn't good for that position. I mean, her legacy, she's the speaker who presided over the onslaught of black professionals, of Advocate Bhekie, of Judge President John Hlophe, but also protecting the corruption by her own leaders, the famous Phala Farm saga. We saw her, participating in that process of impeaching the president, the sitting president of the country. Little did she know that it's going to come to bite her. Now she's beating the dust, so she must go. She should have gone a long time ago. She wasted our time. She wasted taxpayers' money. We are now where we are. The story is now an international story, which shouldn't have been the case. But also, it's to the ANC. I mean, what they deem the best is actually the West. Is the corrupt. She was leading the head, the arm of the state, and she's corrupt. The president who was leading the arm of the state is alleged to be corrupt. Yeah. We don't know about Zondo because, there's a sealing of CR17 documents. Maybe he's also there. So we could find that we are sitting in a corrupt state in its entirety. The ANC deployee is corrupt. They took, doing your deployment, you put your best foot forward. So this is what the ANC deemed to be the best. And she's corrupt. And she must go and answer there in court. So the ANC can't tell us anything. The corruption is the ANC's embedded from the top right through. They're going to fall, most of them. Right now we're sitting with the deputy president who's also having serious allegations hanging over his head. The report to the ethics committee is due very soon. So Nae is going to bite the dust. So this is the ANC for you. All of them are corrupt. Presided over the beating, the assault and sexual assault of members of parliament. She was never a neutral person. She thought being the speaker, although she's deployed by her party, she thought she's the speaker of her party. When we are in parliament, we are members of parliament of the Republic of South Africa. Of course, we take the party mandate and the party line, but she, as the speaker, must not be biased. She must remain neutral. She must serve the interests of the people of South Africa. The allowing of the police to storm parliament and assault the members of parliament, including the president of the EFF and the leadership of the EFF, the suspension of the members of parliament, the denying them the salaries. I mean, we're sitting with members of parliament who don't have salaries. The last batch is being suspended now. They're not going to get their salaries. So that's the legacy that she leaves behind. So she was never suitable for this position. So the person who's supposed to bring order and decorum who's corrupt herself. And we're saying she's been biased. She has never served that. We had speakers before. Mam Tandi, she was unbiased. There was a time where the SONA had to adjourn for some few minutes for her to call on order on all members of parliament. She never brought police inside the house. It's not allowed. This one brought the police, which is not allowed. And when she was called to order, she then said, they must be removed. We deserve to be. She actually called us animals, the same woman. So she was never ready for the position. But that's because she's corrupt. You'll find that, Thabo, when they were in their caucus, she was being told, we know the truth about you. We're going to expose you if you don't do 1, 2, 3. That's why she was doing wrong things all the time. Party will deploy the best of the best amongst themselves. So they deployed her thinking she's the best. But their best is the West for the Republic of South Africa. It's proven now that she's the best. So the ANC does not have any best people left. All the people in the ANC are corrupt. That's why today we're still sitting with the acting speaker who is sick, who doesn't want to go home, because there's no other person who's better in the ANC. So all of them are rotten to the core. They are corrupt. And the people of South Africa must see them for who they are. That's why on the 29th of May, they must remove the ANC from power. They can't give us anything. They don't have any best person that is left. And we see it now proving itself with Mapisa. Mapisa must go and rot in jail for all the wrong things she has done to the people of South Africa. Beating of women, assaulting women, allowing the security to sexually assault female members of parliament, and calling for police to come with their full might to the people of the members of parliament who are merely protesting against an injustice which is happening within the chambers of parliament. We will never keep quiet. We're never going to keep quiet. We've got the right. We are elected by the people of South Africa to represent our constituency. And where the wrong is being done, we must all stand up and say, but this wrong is done. We were in the same situation with President Zuma. And what happened? We won at the end of the day because President Zuma paid back the money that we were fighting for paying back the money. This one blocked the impeachment process. They would have seen her president being impeached. Now, after that deal that she made, now she's the one who's biting the dust. She must go and rot in jail. The ANC uses its majority to stifle the debate in parliament. Actually, she shouldn't have resigned. We wanted to see what's going to happen with the motion of no confidence against her. Wanted to see if the ANC was going to support it or not support it. The same way they did not support the impeachment of their own president, because the ANC is known for protecting corruption, because all of them are corrupt. So it's a trade situation in the ANC. You keep quiet, I keep quiet. You speak, I speak. So we wanted to see what's going to happen with her. They should have not accepted the resignation. They should have said to her, stay, and then we put a motion of no confidence against her. They changed the rules just so that they can deny the EFF the opportunity to hold the executive accountable. But their time is over. We're not worried about them. That's why we're on the ground. We're doing door-to-door, speaking to our people to remove the ANC. And indeed, they're going to be removed from power on the 29th of May. I just checked the program of Parliament. We started the constituency period from the 2nd of April. It's ending on the 21st of May. So, effectively, the Parliament has risen. And we'll go back with for the 7th administration now of Parliament. And where she indicated she was not coming back anyway. But corruption is corruption. We're going to find her anyway. She's lucky because there's no lifetime benefits. You know, the loss of office, is the pension and all that. But we're going for her. But we're saying we're happy that the NPA is pursuing her, and she must find her day in court very soon. She must hand herself over. Like you say, the rumors are that she's going to hand herself over to the police tomorrow as Centurion. Yeah. She must go there and face the might of the law. She protected the criminal. So now she's the one who's a criminal, and there's no one who's going to protect her. She's working alone right now, and she should really dip her head in shame that she protected corruption in a bid to cover her own corruption. So now she's corrupt, and she's alleged to be corrupt, and she must go face the music. She doesn't have benefits. We are going to accept and agree to a process that will see her benefits being, not getting her benefits, but without benefits really. I think we can leave it to law enforcement officers to really deal with her. But she must know, even when she's will be wearing orange overalls very soon, that she is a speaker who presided over the onslaught of African brothers and sisters. And she protected corruption, which she thought was going to protect her in return. There's no honor amongst thieves. Now she must go and face the music as a thief herself, alone, on her own. Section 52 of the Constitution says that in its first sitting of Parliament, the Parliament must elect the Speaker. So ANC cannot elect the Speaker. This is not an ANC Parliament. This is the People's Parliament. The members of Parliament elect the Speaker. So if we were going to go back to Parliament now, the first sitting of Parliament, so the Constitution says in its first sitting or whenever the vacancy arises. So now we had the first Speaker at the beginning of the term of the 6th administration. But now a vacancy has arisen, and therefore, in the next sitting of Parliament, we should elect the Speaker. Not the ANC electing the Speaker. Of course, they got the majority, but they mustn't arrogantly say they're electing the Speaker. They don't have the powers. The power lies within the members of Parliament. But we're talking about water under the bridge, because as I say, in the 7th administration, we're going to elect a new Speaker, which will definitely not be from the ANC, because the ANC is not going to get the majority. So the ANC will be in the opposition benches, and they must make peace with that they will not. That's then only the acting is just acting for what? As we speak, a lot of processes in Parliament that are stalling. We have not received the letters of the allocations, political party funding allocations, because there's no person to sign the documents. I was speaking to the secretary yesterday, and he says to me he's done from his part. He's just waiting for the executive. So maybe the last thing that we can do with honor is to sign those letters so that we can get money to go and defeat and fight for the fight against the ANC and defeat them in the 29th of May elections. We want that money because we want to go to the ground and campaign to remove the ANC from power, and there's nothing they can do. Fortunately, there won't be a president of the ANC come the 7th administration. Fortunately, there won't be the speaker of the ANC or coming from the benches of the ANC come the 7th administration of parliament. They will all go. The people of South Africa are not foolish. They are not stupid. They see the ANC for who they are. They are corrupt to the core, and they want to give us heads of arms of the state who are corrupt. We can't. We can't have all 3 arms of the state having heads that are corrupt. Enough is enough. 30 years into democracy. This is not what our forefathers fought for, and we must reject it with the contempt it deserves. And the people must vote for the EFF on the 29th of May.